Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
The rush is on from the skies to the road. Thanksgiving travel is picking up, and we're on your side with how to have fun, but stay safe. Plus, it has happened again. Yet another deadly crash on Highway 395 and Vineyard in Franklin County. We'll have the very latest.
Also ahead.
Coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6, election results are being certified across Washington state. We'll tell you the results of some of the biggest races in our area, as well as what we've learned about voter turnout. Stick with.
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin, we're tracking our first snow, winter weather conditions, and, well, the travel forecast. I'll have all of that coming up as the news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Well, today is the start of the Thanksgiving travel period. AAA forecasts a record-setting holiday stretch between now and Monday. It projects almost 82 million people will venture at least 50 miles from home.
Now that would beat last year's record. It predicts almost 90% of people will drive, about 6 million will fly, and less than half of that will choose other transportation. The FAA expects today to have the most flights of this holiday period. Projections from AAA and Gas Buddy disagree about whether the number of drivers will be higher or lower than last year, though. Gas Buddy forecasts a decline due to economic concerns. And folks, take a look at this. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
We
Yes.
captured the white stuff falling around 11 o'clock. This was at the new fairgrounds, and thanks to our Central Washington Outdoor.com Skycam.
Absolutely. So this was actually the first lowland snow of the season. On and off again, flurries continue at this hour. All right, good evening, and thank you so much for joining us on this First Alert Weather Night. I'm Wendy Redmond.
Hi, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. It is Tuesday, November the 25th. So, yeah, let's get to Stacy Lee.
Absolutely. Stacy, what do you have for us today?
So we saw that snow in the Kittitas Valley, and we were keeping a close eye on Snoqualmie Pass today. And I was telling you guys, get over that pass early. It was snowing around 2:30 this afternoon, and the snow continues tonight. So the roadways have been okay, but there's some requirements going on. Traction tires advised for drivers. Chains are required on those big rigs over 10,000 pounds, and that's pretty much the case for White Pass and Stevens Pass. White Pass is seeing heavy snow at this hour, snowing on Stevens. Cabbage Hill right now overcast. The storm hasn't quite made it that way. Let's take a look at our futurecast, or our radar, I should say. Here's that system on top of us. Tomorrow, a little bit of a break, high pressure. Next system right here, that's Friday. So that big guy will take that many days to cross the Pacific Northwest, but pretty active weather again with a tiny break in between on your Wednesday. Cascade and east slopes of the Cascade looking at 5 to 8 inches of snow, 1.5 inches or so for the Kittitas and Wallowa valleys possible, mainly in those upper elevations there. The Northern Blues 3 to 6 and Oregon Cascades 1 to 3. Travel impact SeaTac, Portland, as well as Boise, even Pasco and Spokane. Be aware of possible travel delays, once again, due to weather. And you're pretty good if you're traveling anywhere here that is green. If you're heading out to the East Coast, however, you could run into some flight problems there. So rain and mix tonight. Tiny break on Wednesday. Good opportunity to get your travel done then. More rain kicks in Wednesday night into Thursday, and then we're going to start drying out by the weekend. So if you're going somewhere and heading back, you should have pretty good roads then. But I'll break down the current forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacy, and for continuing coverage of your Thanksgiving week First Alert weather forecast, be sure to download our new First Alert weather app, or simply click on the weather page at applevalleynewsnow.com, and you can get up-to-date road closures, live radar, sky cams, both local and regional, your up-to-the-minute forecast, and just so much more.
To download our app, just search Apple Valley News Now Weather in your App Store or in Google Play. Meteorologist Josh Goldberth will join you tomorrow and Thanksgiving morning as well on Good Morning Northwest from 5 till 7 a.m. And of course, we'll check back in with Stacy here on TV tonight in just a bit.
New tonight, a deadly crash on Highway 395 is once again raising concerns about the safety of a stretch of road that's seen far too many deaths. A Colotus councilman was killed this morning after troopers say his car failed to yield and was hit by an SUV. Washington State Patrol says troopers responded just after 6:30 this morning to the intersection of Highway 395 and Vineyard Drive. They say a white Hyundai Elantra driven by 77-year-old Perry Robitaille entered the highway and was struck by a northbound SUV. Troopers say they tried to save him, but sadly, he died at the scene.
This week tends to be one of the busiest weeks of the year for travelers across our entire state. We have people that are taking time off from work to visit family and friends and celebrating the Thanksgiving holiday. With that comes an increase in vehicles on our roadway, so we want people to please be extra cautious.
The driver of the SUV was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. WSP says this marks the 10th deadly crash in this area in just the last 5 years. And they're urging drivers to slow down and use caution. We are learning more tonight about a rollover crash that slowed traffic on Route 240 Monday evening. It happened around 4:30 near the Edison Street off-ramp when a car left the road, crashed through a fence, and landed on its roof in a disc golf course. Washington State Patrol says the driver, a 48-year-old Kennewick woman, was under the influence. She's now facing DUI charges. One person was taken from the vehicle on a stretcher and loaded into an ambulance. Traffic in the westbound lanes backed up while Kennewick police, fire crews, and state troopers all worked the scene.
This story fresh in our 6 o'clock hour. A quick-thinking passerby helped trigger a water rescue near Donald late this morning. Around 11:30, Yakima County Sheriff's deputies and Fire District 5 crews responded to a man clinging to an overturned canoe in a pond off I-82. The 25-year-old from Parker had been fishing with friends when the canoe flipped, and none of them had a phone. A driver on the interstate called 911. Deputies trained in water rescue went into the cold water using tied-together ropes and pulled the man to safety where medics were waiting. Officials say teamwork made for a successful rescue. Well, to your voice, your vote. Counties across the state are now putting the final stamp of approval on the 2025 election, with all results being certified today.
Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us how key races in our area went and how voter turnout stacks up with previous years.
It's a common misconception that we hear a lot of the times when we're voting, that odd-year elections don't really matter. It's no secret that odd-year elections have lower turnout rates than even years, but county officials say it's always important to let your voice be heard. In Yakima County, voters had a lot on the ballot, leading them to recommend upholding the county's marijuana ban outside city limits, as well as vote in Marshall Slight as county coroner. County Auditor Charles Ross says those were two of the key things he thought were on the ballot this cycle.
And then, of course, that city tax vote was very, very important to the city residents of Yakima. I mean, you're seeing every time they have a meeting, they're talking about, their budget issues.
Over in Benton County, voters rejected chapter and levy proposals, which County Auditor Amanda Hatfield says were defining moments of the election for the county.
There were the ballot measures. So the city of Richland had their measure for changing the charter, and that unfortunately didn't make it through. And then Kybe School District measure didn't make it through as well.
Reflecting upon the election, both auditors say operations ran pretty smoothly, and Hatfield says Benton County plans to engage with the community to boost voter turnout for the next cycle. And Ross says he wants voters to know two things as we head towards the 2026 election.
Just remember, this next election cycle, you'll see state races as well as all county races are going to be on the ballot.
And for people who like to vote by mail, Ross says to use drop boxes or vote in person if you haven't sent in your ballot a week before Election Day. Reporting from Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
The next general election is November 3rd of next year.
Our news at 6 is just getting started. Coming up next, a divided Kennewick City Council vote could shake up next year's budget. New at 6, our Dan Hansen will bring you up to date.
And we do need to get up to date on your weather forecast, as I know a lot of you may be hitting the roads or the skies as many travel for the Thanksgiving holiday. Stacy is going to tell you all about what you can expect when we come back.
Allen Brecky Law Offices emphasizes the rights of accident victims and can answer your questions, such as how long do you have to file a claim? Are you getting a good settlement from the insurance company? If someone's carelessness has left you sidelined, get some answers.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a 1215 members-only incentive.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
See your Inland Empire GMC dealers.
What's more powerful than an unexpected storm? Insurance that helps clean it up. Western National Insurance. That's the power of nice.
Locally owned and operated, Fable has quickly become one of the Tri-Cities' favorite dining destinations for lunch, brunch, and dinner. Now offering breakfast 7 days a week starting at 7 a.m. Farm to table, savory to sweet, and everything in between. Fable Craft Bar, your all-day dining destination starting with breakfast at 7 a.m. 7 days a week. On the river, north end of Columbia Center Boulevard.
The buzz is absolutely deafening. Let's go! This is an electric environment.
Saturday Night Football, all season long on ABC.
Saturday nights on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Orthopedic Center. This is how we care.
Allen Brecky Law Offices emphasizes the rights of accident victims and can answer your questions, such as how long do you have to file a claim? Are you getting a good settlement from the insurance company? If someone's carelessness has left you sidelined, get some answers.
Kraken Stars. Coverage begins at 7 Wednesday on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to the news at 6. Kennewick leaders have voted against raising the city's property tax levy next year, a move city staff say could deepen an already looming budget shortfall.
The 1% increase would have cost the average homeowner about $25 a year, but brought in more than $150,000 to the city. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen explains why the council rejected it and what it could mean for services.
In a split vote, the Kennewick City Council rejected a 1% property tax levy increase, and even the option to bank that capacity for later. It would have cost homeowners about $25 a year on a $400,000 home.
Our costs are already outpacing what we're bringing in, so we're dipping into our reserve funds to do that. Without continuing to increase our revenue options, that reserve fund is going to continue to deplete, and now we're looking at cost cuts.
The levy would have raised about $158,000 next year. Money staff say is already built into the 2025-2026 budget to cover rising, uncontrollable costs like jail and court services. But several council members said the increase was too small to matter.
I'll be voting no on this. I don't see it this time. I'm not for it. We've done this plenty. I've sat up here multiple times, and every time we vote on things, it's been an increase. I've never decreased anything up here, and I'm not for it this time.
Others said residents are already facing higher costs, from garbage fees jumping to 70% to a new road sales tax and utility hikes for ambulance service.
Property taxes are going up, every single year, and the inflationary atmosphere, not just with homes, but just for groceries, everything compounds. And so I think the issue is where can we draw the line? And I'd like to say that this is it.
The 1% increase failed 5-2. A last-minute try to bank the capacity failed 4-3. Erdman warns without new revenue, the city could face a $10 million shortfall next biennium. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
City leaders say they'll revisit the city's long-term financial picture during a retreat early next year, and more budget adjustments are likely.
For now, Kennewick will collect the same property tax rate, $1.30 per thousand of assessed value, about $520 a year on a $400,000 home.
Well, you may have seen an increase in the number of plastic bags you purchase you may soon see an increase in the number of plastic bags you purchase at the grocery store starting January 1st. Restaurants and Washington retailers will raise the price of plastic carryout bags to 12 cents per bag. Paper bags will remain at 8 cents each. The increase in bag fees is part of a 2020 law designed to reduce the use of single-use plastic bags. Washington law bans single-use plastic bags. Retailers and restaurants are required to supply customers with a thicker, reusable plastic bag made of at least 40% recycled material. In July, new legislation was introduced that would increase the price of these bags.
And over in Oregon, Hermiston City Council has approved a new curbside recycling rate, $8 a month, with a lower $6.80 rate for qualifying low-income households. The change is required under Oregon's Recycling Modernization Act, which mandates curbside service for cities over 4,000 people by 2026. The city says opting out would cost far more, with state fines starting at $183,000 a year. Customers won't be billed until service launches in 2026, once trucks, carts, and drivers are in place.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look outside on our First Alert radar. Whoa, lots of colors on that map, anywhere from rain to snow to freezing rain. So we have mixed precip all through the area. Let's zoom in a little bit. Ellensburg has been seeing some light snow, Cle Elum, even down into the Yakima Valley outside Mattawa. Hanford seeing rain. The Rattlesnake Mountain Hill seeing a little bit of snow. If we had a little light, you could see some flakes coming down, but we'll show it right here in our icon. 33 degrees in Ellensburg with a feels like temp of 29 degrees. It's chilly outside tonight in Ellensburg. We have cool temperatures all across the region. Almost everybody down into the 30s now. Hermiston's the holdout at 40, but don't worry, Hermiston will get there. First Alert weather day today ending at 4 a.m. on Wednesday. We're going to see the snow across the Cascade Passes as we have all day, accumulating another 3 inches across Blewett, a little accumulation in Ellensburg, another 5 inches across Snoqualmie, 2 more inches for White. 5 inches possible up near Tollgate. Add to that some icy conditions glaze across the Kittitas Valley and even into the Yakima Valley tonight as the snow levels start to rise and the rain comes down, but those temperatures are going to stay cold tonight. There's a little break up in our radar. We'll go hour by hour to your holiday. Overnight, 2 a.m. That's when we'll start getting a break, but look at the dark blue. That means snow continues to fall across our mountain passes. We have a window of opportunity tomorrow for travel. Look at this, mostly cloudy but clear conditions, and then the rain will pop back up. Some snow showers at the upper elevations, but you'll have some pretty good travel weather for the first part of the day. Expect showers back through the area on and off. Now, as we get into Thanksgiving Day, here comes the rain in the morning. Things will clear out, get a little unsettled. We'll see more rain moving in right around dinner time. feet around 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And then in the evening, we'll have widespread showers once again. Check all your tire pressure. Make sure you got a full tank when you hit the road and have that emergency supply kit for those driving conditions. Here's your Thanksgiving Day forecast. We have anywhere from a 70% chance of rain in Ellensburg all the way down to 50 and 60% chance for Yakima, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, and Walla Walla. We're going to see temperatures cooling tonight in the 30s. Some of us staying above freezing, some of us not. This is where we're going to look for those icy roads overnight in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. I've been monitoring the warm weather we've had so far in November. Check it out. In Yakima, we've spent 16 days above our average temperature. Meanwhile, in the Tri-Cities, 15 days above average. So it's been a fairly warm November as we start to wrap up the month. All right, let's take a look at our extended forecast. Here's your overcast skies with some showers coming through. More rain anticipated on your Thanksgiving Day, but drying out slightly for Black Friday, and then things start to get much better heading into next week. However, check out some of those overnight lows down in the low to mid 20s overnight. Here's Yakima as well. Those rain showers more than likely pretty big there on Thursday, much lighter on Black Friday, and things are calming down towards the end of the week. We also have the same kind of setup here in Ellensburg, but those snowflakes you've been seeing today, they're sticking slightly, as we could see earlier on the camera, but they won't be sticking around through tomorrow once those temperatures warm back up. Walla Walla looking at some rain showers for the next couple of days, and in Hermiston, you'll have rainy, wet days as well. Everybody can expect to have their umbrella out. You know, if you play football for your family Thanksgiving thing, I know that's a tradition for some.
Yeah.
It'll be like one of those muddy football game, so just know that.
Oh my God!
I can see the dirt
getting
now.
trapped inside right now, right?
Just warning you.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, and the Black Friday shopping too.
Right. So grab your umbrella for that as well.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Stacy. Coming up next here on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
Caught on camera, an explosion in Georgia had people running for their lives.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
So I think kindness and understanding are probably the two big ones that I try to bring to my dental practice. I see dental care evolving to be more of a holistic approach, looking at the whole body as opposed to just the mouth, just the teeth, looking at the person as a whole. I'm really excited to be a part of that because I feel like that's how we should be approaching all aspects of medicine. I work 2 days a week in here. The rest of the time, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I feel like coming in here is my break for my kids. They're amazing, but this gives me a chance to have adult conversations with people and I guess flex a different muscle.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
The Black Friday mattress event is on now at More Furniture. Save big on premium mattresses, including Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. During the Black Friday event, our premium mattresses are at the lowest prices of the season. For a limited time, you'll get our very best offer, 72 months interest-free financing. That's 72 equal monthly payments, absolutely no interest and no money down. Plus, we'll provide free white glove delivery and removal of your old mattress. Visit More Furniture today.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist, Dr. Tegan Goodell, is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving you something to be thankful for this November. Gobble, gobble, and dish up a big win. Over $55,000 in cash and prizes are waiting to be dished up and served out. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 6 lucky winners will pick 3 dishes and win over $1,000 in cash and prizes. Then for the grand prize, one of 3 lucky winners will be served up to $10,000 in cash on November 29th. Come dish up a win this season at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Charge ahead, roads are calling. Hybrid powered, snow is falling. It's electrifying, what the season can bring. driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on an electrifying new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
Time to check this out. Atlanta police released body cam video of the immediate aftermath of an explosion at an apartment building last week.
Take a look here. Officers say when they got to the scene, the second floor of the structure was leveled and flames were still burning. All residents were rescued from the building, with one person taken to the hospital with serious burn injuries. More than 36 people were displaced in this. The cause of the blast has yet to be confirmed. Atlanta Fire Rescue is among the groups involved with the investigation.
Still ahead on Apple Valley News
safety
Now.
license plate cameras are
Privacy
helping police
concerns
solve crimes,
and who
but a
is
new
really
study from the
watching
University of
behind law
Washington
enforcement
is raising
traffic
questions
cams.
about who
William
else may
Albert
be
has that
accessing
story
that
for us
data.
at
The
6:30.
cameras, which snap photos of cars and license.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Too busy being busy? Then it's about time you got lazy. Real lazy. And shop the brands that invented truly comfortable furniture. So kick your feet up, because Lazy Boy is now at Furniture Row. Browse and drowse in our collection of stylish and customizable recliners and sofas, and experience the durability and relaxation you've come to expect from Lazy Boy. Plus, unwind guilt-free with special no-interest financing. Here's to doing less in some well-deserved comfort with the Lazy Boy collection, now at Furniture Row.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Don't leave it to chance. Trust Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. If it's time for new outlets, lighting, or panel replacement, we do it all. Be sure your home's electrical system is safe and functioning properly with a safety inspection. Save now on any electrical repair. Call Vance to schedule your appointment or book online today.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
The holiday season is in full swing at Shelby's Floral. Shelby's invites you to celebrate the joys of Christmas. Step into a wondrous world filled with the magic of the holiday season. Discover beautiful holiday decor, seasonal centerpieces, and gifts that capture the spirit of giving. Let Shelby's inspire you with a beautiful custom arrangement to complement your seasonal style. At Shelby's, we can bring your home to life with the joys of Christmas. Celebrating 50 years of holiday giving. Come visit Shelby's Floral on Clearwater in Kennewick.
This is your home for Kraken hockey. Every goal.
He scores!
Every save.
What a stop!
Every game.
That's hockey, baby!
Watch us defend the deep.
Kraken Stars. Coverage begins at 7 Wednesday on Apple Valley News Now.
Next ET, inside rehearsals for the Dancing with the Stars finale.
It's an ET exclusive.
Plus,
I am Jamie Lee Curtis, and this is my ET retrospective.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Watching the Watchers traffic cameras accessed by local law enforcement, also being accessed by other outside agencies.
Coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, reporter William Albert starts his series on so-called flock cameras and the concerns being raised about privacy and transparency. The news at 6:30 starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday. Austin Reed alongside Wendy Redman, and it is a first alert weather day.
Yeah, some folks seeing some snow.
Can you believe
How
that?
about that?
I love it.
Very festive, just in time for Thanksgiving, but unfortunately also in time for some Thanksgiving Day travel.
Yes, so let's check in with First Alert. Stacy Lee tracking everything you need to know.
That's right. We were taking a look at Snoqualmie Pass today, seeing some snow. The traffic around 2:30 was moving pretty nicely, but those roads were, don't kid, wintry, so definitely know that. Pass report, all of them are open at this time. Some are requiring traction tires, chains on those big rig vehicles over 10,000 pounds, and some people are, well, we're waiting. But I-84, they're saying make sure you carry your chains. Big system that's over our area right now. This is tomorrow. See that ridge of high pressure? This is your Thanksgiving. That's wet weather. And then right behind that, and the drier part is Friday. So active weather system moving across the area right now across our region. Now we're expecting 5 to 8 inches across the Cascades and East Slopes, Wallowa Valley and Kittitas Valley. About 1.5 inches could stick. 3 to 6 inches northern Blues, Oregon Cascades 1 to 3. Looking ahead tomorrow, temperatures are cool, but look at this. This is your window of travel time. And then in the afternoon, we'll start to see showers coming in. A little bit warmer, as you can see, so we won't see that mixed precip like we're seeing tonight. So look for rain and rain mix. We're going to see possibly a little glaze or ice on the roads, especially in the Yakima-Kittitas Valley or in between those two towns. Tiny break on Wednesday, more rain in the evening on Wednesday into your Thanksgiving. Then we're going to dry out for the weekend, just in time for your Black Friday and your holiday shopping. Get to all those details coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Flock camera systems have been a national talking point, especially around security and how their data may be accessed by federal immigration agencies.
Apple Valley News Now's William Albert looked into how these cameras work and what new research shows about their use in Washington.
Flock safety license plate reader cameras are popping up on poles and intersections all over Washington, snapping photos of cars and plates every time you drive by. They're sold as a tool to help police solve crimes faster, alerting officers when a stolen car or wanted suspect rolls past a camera. But a new report from the University of Washington's Center for Human Rights, released October 21st, says those images were all accessed by federal immigration agencies, including U.S. Border Patrol. The study revealed dozens of public records requests and found that flock data in Washington had been searched thousands of times by federal users over a few months. Phil Neff with the Center for Human Rights says they've reopened their research after seeing national reports of misuse.
They weren't covered in our previous research, so we decided to revisit the topic with a focus on flock safety, in particular in response to reporting from other parts of the country earlier this year, which raised concerns about possible access to flock camera systems by federal immigration enforcement agencies.
According to Neff's research from May to early August, U.S. Border Patrol had access to search images collected by license plate readers used by law enforcement agencies across the state. But the audits showed thousands of searches, even in departments that never intended to share their data.
Both in agencies which had enabled one-on-one sharing of their networks with Border Patrol and in agencies which had not done so, but which had enabled a feature called National Lookup in flock safety, which Flock had made a statement in August that they had added Border Patrol to the pool of users that had access to that national lookup feature without informing their customers.
But local law enforcement, like Yakima Police Chief Sean Boyle, says their department has not worked with federal immigration agencies, and they insist the cameras are an asset, especially during Amber Alerts or violent crime.
That would be one thing that would trigger on the license plate reader. The Flock system would trigger that car was in our city. It obviously wasn't, but it triggers, and then the officers can go try to find the missing children in that case.
Boyle says the cameras have helped solve cases that may have otherwise gone cold.
We had robbery at gunpoint. The use of flock was critical in helping identify a suspect who kidnapped and sexually abused a child. And I remember that case, and without that, we probably would have been very hard to be able to hold the person accountable.
Local law enforcement officials tell me that the flock camera system has been an essential part in helping bring criminals to justice. However, recently, citizens have been voicing their concerns around privacy with data breaches from federal immigration services. At a recent Yakima City Council meeting, former Toppenish City Council member Ezekiel Morfin raised his own concerns.
Clearly, there's a lack of oversight with this flock system. It's being abused and it's being misused.
Oregon Senator Ron Wyden, a longtime privacy advocate, says he is not convinced by flock's safety explanations.
And the problem is, the company then says our privacy rules are the toughest and the strongest, and you can't penetrate them and the like. And those claims that have been made by the company are essentially worthless.
Wyden also says investigations found that some local agencies, especially in Oregon, were misled by Flock.
They say they weren't sharing their data with DHS when it was intentionally giving these federal agencies access to their cameras nationwide.
Neff says his team also found evidence of backdoor access, where Border Patrol could search networks even without department's permission, and side door access, when out-of-state police search Washington drivers on behalf of immigration agents.
And finally, there's what we called side door access, which is where agencies were apparently making searches on behalf of other agencies that were not Flock customers. And we saw that mostly with out-of-state law enforcement agencies.
And while the study found many of these searches would likely violate Washington's Keep Washington Working Act, Neff says there's little legal basis to stop them.
Automated license plate readers are currently entirely unregulated in Washington state. And although we have a state law, Keep Washington Working, which restricts certain kinds of collaboration between local law enforcement and federal immigration enforcement agencies, that doesn't explicitly cover a lot of these kinds of data sharing.
While Flock cameras can help solve crimes, officials and researchers say their public and police departments need to understand the risks. In Kennewick, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
William, thank you. According to the University of Washington study, 17 police departments in Washington state had their Flock camera data accessed by federal agencies in some way. William will have his second installment on Watching the Watchers next Tuesday, December 2nd. Other news tonight, Washington Attorney General Nick Brown is suing the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, saying a new federal policy could push more people in Yakima County into homelessness.
The lawsuit claims HUD's rule changes would cut funding for permanent supportive housing, the type many Yakima residents with chronic homelessness, disabilities, or mental health needs depend on. Local providers, including Justice Housing Yakima and Yakima Neighborhood Health Services, say the changes could unravel years of progress and lead to more people living unsheltered.
Lives are literally at risk by this decision. Providers in our state receive $120 million annually under this program. These funds help people in Washington going through some of the most difficult situations that you can possibly imagine. We're talking about survivors of domestic violence, families struggling with chronic homelessness, people that are exiting treatment facilities or the foster care system.
Washington is joining 19 other states in the challenge, arguing the new rules are illegal and would create a surge in homelessness across rural counties like Yakima. In lighter news tonight, turkey is served at countless homes on Thanksgiving, but in our nation's capital today, justice was served for 2 turkeys to receive a presidential pardon.
President Trump did the honors in a decades-long tradition at the White House. Waddle also received a pardon. The 2 birds were hatched last July in North Carolina. Up to Tuesday, they spent the time preparing for the moment by getting acclimated to big crowds and bright lights. The birds will head back to the North Carolina State University campus to live out their lives.
Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30. Stacey Lee is coming back with your full First Alert forecast, and we've got Fly the Northwest.
Yeah, you're at Theodore's Thicket, Christmas tree farm.
Josh Cobra, First Alert weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now on your side.
Did you work at a DOE nuclear site? Do you have your white card? Talk to CNS Cares. We provide the best in-home care for former energy workers. Our local nurses bring you reliable, compassionate care you can count on. And your dedicated care manager will help you get all the care and benefits you've earned.
If there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you probably need to get on this program.
Who you choose matters. Visit cnscares.com.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving you something to be thankful for this November. Gobble, gobble, and dish up a big win. Over $55,000 in cash and prizes are waiting to be dished up and served out. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 6 lucky winners will pick 3 dishes and win over $1,000 in cash and prizes. Then for the grand prize, one of 3 lucky winners will be served up to $10,000 in cash on November 29th. Come dish up a win this season at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Did your laundry set finally give up? Fred's has you covered. Don't trust just anyone. Call your local appliance experts at Fred's Appliance. We have truckload savings on all Whirlpool appliances. From dishwashers to refrigerators and ovens, upgrade your home today. Right now, save $300 on this top-load washer and dryer. We have in-stock, get-it-today inventory so you can get your laundry game back on track. We're local, like you.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford Crew, Black Friday.
Initiating great time to buy sequence.
Black Friday deals engaged.
Ford SUVs are go.
Bronco family built wild, it's go time.
Built Ford tough trucks are a go.
And go.
What's that one do?
Oh, you'll see.
This is how you do Black Friday.
Now through December 1st, get a low-payment lease on Bronco, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, or get a $1,000 Amazon gift card with lease or purchase. Only at your local Ford dealer.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Diabetes can impact your kidneys and eyes, but many complications can be prevented with the right care. Get more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Back now with tonight's Fly the Northwest. Experience the holiday spirit at Theodore's Thicket Christmas Tree Farm in Colbert, Washington.
Where family tradition and true fir trees have been growing strong since 1989. Here now, a festive journey through fragrant pines and heartfelt stories.
Yeah, you're at Theodore's Thicket, Christmas tree farm, Colbert, Washington. I started planting in '89 and started harvesting in '96. My dad really loved Christmas, and it was contagious, and it was a special time of the year. And we always had a live Christmas tree every year. 4 different kinds of trees. They're all fir, true fir. I have a grand fir, concolor fir, cork bark, and subalpine. Concolor is my favorite tree. They're a true fir, they have a soft needle, and they have the beauty of a Colorado blue spruce. To raise a 8-foot tree, I plant a 4-year-old seedling, and it takes 7 to 8 years. Most people harvest them at that height, 7 to 8 feet, but more and more we're getting people who come out for a 10 and 12 foot trees. This is a U-cut, kind of by name. We're glad to cut trees in good weather or bad weather. We do provide saws, and we provide pads, little foam pads to keep off the ground. It's a pleasure to work here. I enjoy the customers a lot, and most of the faces I remember, and it's a fun time. I enjoy serving the customers. There are lots of stories. There's a story every day.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And that should get you into the spirit. If your spirit is taking you across the passes, on the other hand, you want to take care there. Very active weather out on our First Alert radar. Check it out. We've got green for rain, red for freezing rain, or mixed precip, and then snow around the region. We've been seeing some flakes. Now it's even starting to quiet down in Ellensburg, but we're going to continue to see that move on through the area. Right now, Tri-Cities 38 degrees on our station Skycam here. Make sure you download the Apple Valley News Now weather app. Our feels like temp is 33, so chilly. The traffic has really lightened up from just a little while ago. Temperature still in the 30s for the most of our region, but 40 degrees at Hermiston. Don't worry, we're going to be dropping down. We do have a First Alert weather day through 4 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow, snowy Cascade passes, and we were watching those all day long. Another 3 additional inches up at Blewett Pass, 5 inches across Snoqualmie, another 2 for White Pass, and a few inches in the Blues as well. We're also going to be tracking some icy roads or a little bit of glaze in the Kittitas Valley or between the Yakima and Kittitas Valleys overnight with those chillier temperatures up the valley. All right, let's time things out hour by hour tonight. We see those rain showers. They will start to move on out. The snow will continue, but will taper off overnight tonight. And then everything kind of moves out. This is your window of opportunity. Early Wednesday, most of the day, we're going to have just overcast, cloudy skies. Late afternoon, we'll start to see that rain move back in over the area with a touch of snow across the passes. Not quite as bad. Snow levels will start to increase tomorrow, but we are in an active weather pattern, and right on into your Thanksgiving holiday, you're going to see rain showers with some clearing here and there, and then the rain coming right on through. So plan on an umbrella, and I said those football games that happen could get muddy outside. All right, 70% chance of showers for Ellensburg, 60 for Yakima, 50 for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, and a 60% chance of rain on Thanksgiving in Walla Walla. Overnight lows are going to be down in the 20s and 30s. Let's take a look at our travel forecast. Moved on there pretty quickly. Going to be in the 50s, but as you can see, things start to quiet down even in the Portland area over the weekend, but they're also going to experience a wet one. There we've got our mixed precip on Friday, and look at these overnight lows in Spokane. So if you're heading or there or coming back from there, be aware of maybe a little mixed precip up towards the Spokane area. Tonight, those temperatures will be down in the 30s, 37 Walla Walla, 34 Tri-Cities, chillier and under the freezing level for Sunnyside all the way through Ellensburg. Here's your 7-day planner. Wet on your Thanksgiving, a little bit drier and drying out on Friday, and a little bit better into the weekend. Look at those overnight lows, though. They're going to get chilly. Here's Yakima, looking at some wet weather for a few days. Much drier on Black Friday, drying out right on through Monday until Tuesday with a slight chance of rain. Ellensburg, don't worry, other than slick roads possible for you guys in the morning, things will warm up to get rid of those few flakes that you had today. Then you'll see rain showers on Thursday, drying out as you get into the later part of the weekend. A little bit wetter towards the foothills of the Blues, 50-60% chances of rain right on through Friday, drying up for Saturday and Sunday for the most part. And then in Hermiston, we also see the wet weather for Wednesday, Thursday, a little bit drier. Maybe need the umbrella on Black Friday if you're going to go out and get some shopping done. Does everybody go out? They don't do the thing where you wait in line anymore.
I don't know.
I think you do it online, but you know what?
Used to be a much bigger deal.
I'm old school.
Yeah.
I want to be there. I like the crowds. I want to fight for
You like the crowds?
I want to fight for that one pair of socks that's left at the Fred Meyer
The big
sale.
deal on the socks.
It's a thing.
She's ready for it.
No, I haven't done it in a long time.
Maybe this is the year.
Right?
You never know. You'll have to keep us updated.
We'll have to see.
What's trending is coming up next.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
It's the music that revolutionized the sound of Christmas. Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. Celebrating the holiday spirit for 40 years. Don't miss this holiday extravaganza.
Bringing holiday cheer to the Toyota Center November 30th. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. America's favorite Christmas tradition.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, causing irreversible vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Ask your doctor about Izervay.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay is the #1 prescribed FDA-approved treatment for new GA patients. Izervay is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression, which may help preserve your vision longer.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Slow your GA. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Get this exceptional offer on a 2026 Cadillac Vistic and select 2025 and 2026 Cadillac Optic and Lyric models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
T-Mobile and U.S. Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Super excited about this story. It is fairly typical to see raccoons roaming around in rural and urban settings.
However, new research suggests raccoons that live in cities are showing signs that they don't mind people that much at all and could actually become domesticated. An assistant professor at the University of Arkansas at Little Rock began studying this possibility while walking around campus. She noticed how raccoons scour trash cans for food and seemed very comfortable in an urban setting.
He didn't see the ones in my neighborhood. Scientists have previously discovered that when animals become domesticated, some of their features evolve, like developing shorter noses, smaller teeth, and curly tails. Now, in this case, researchers examined hundreds of photos of raccoons and found that urban raccoon snouts were 3.6% shorter than raccoons living in rural areas. She theorizes that raccoons may be in the process of domesticating.
So Austin's next pet, I think. He said he was excited about this story.
Oh, yeah. What a cute little cat.
I started deep diving into raccoons, I don't know, a couple months ago, so.
Why?
I don't know, just to see if they could make good pets.
Do you have one that frequents your house?
No, but maybe one day.
One can hope.
Yes. A new series of studies looking at the thousands of dogs, revealing some new information.
So we already know that all domestic dogs can trace their ancestry to wolves, but it was thought wolf DNA stopped flowing into dogs after domestication.
The new data shows that low but detectable amounts of post-domestication wolf DNA in nearly 2/3 of modern dog breeds. Now, scientists also found genetic variants. Some commercial DNA tests promise to link canine behavior they do not accurately predict behaviors. Now, the new studies were published in the proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. I don't know, my puppy thinks she's a wolf. A little 8-pound wolf, but hey.
Do you think? I think my dog thinks she's a human.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. What about you?
Just a goofball.
Just a goofball until you get your raccoon, and then
yes, and
it's gonna liven things up.
Right.
Okay.
Final weather when we come.
Wow.
Legacy lives in the people who've made this place home. For decades, Hapo and Community First Bank have been part of that legacy. Different names, same mission, invested in every relationship. We're coming together to keep building what matters, because legacy doesn't end. It lives on in every loan, every dream, every member helped.
Hi, welcome to Hapo.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way, with specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment. We provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week, because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
I mean, I could not lose. I was running out of places to put it. Craps, blackjack, slots. It was unreal.
Speaking of unreal, why do you have 6 fingers?
Oh, that. Well, with payouts like this, Northern Quest decided to save money on actors' fees, so I'm actually AI generated.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Welcome to Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar in Kennewick, where every visit feels like a celebration of flavor, friendship, and Northwest hospitality.
As the executive chef, I actually get to work out front a lot, so I'm delivering food to the guests and I'm able to talk to them. And I personally enjoy working our grill and doing the steaks like our ribeyes and our fillets and really great cuts of meat. It's just nice to be able to create something and then see the customer, try it and really enjoy it.
When I see new faces that I haven't seen before, I like going over and talking to them, making sure they have a good time.
Kitchen staff here has me so spoiled. It's hard for me to go out to eat anywhere else because they are fast and efficient, and I think the presentation is beautiful. I think that we have servers that really care about their job. I can see how much they care about their tables and their customers and making sure that everybody leaves happy.
The time you're here spent with us, we're gonna make you laugh, have a great time, and make you part of the family. A popular drink for sure is gonna be the lemon drop, which comes in different flavors, such as huckleberry, strawberry, raspberry, or a classic. But my job in particular is to make sure guests are happy and smile.
From handcrafted cocktails to chef-inspired dishes, every detail at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar is designed for one thing, making you feel right at home. Join us at Columbia Center Mall in Kennewick, where every day is a celebration of great food, great drinks, and great company.
Kraken Stars. Coverage begins at 7 Wednesday on Apple Valley News Now.
And welcome back. It's time now for your reason to smile. Look at that. We've got eyes from the sky. That's a pretty cool photo. Yes, those clouds made some eyes through the clouds onto the river. Thanks to our friend Chuck for that. QR code right there on top of your screen. It's how you get your photo on TV. Let's discuss the most important things. The snow continues across our mountain passes tonight. Check those pass reports. You could have an icy commute tomorrow in the Ellensburg, Yakima area, or in between those two, and even up the pass a little ways, and then look for more wet weather heading towards Thanksgiving. So yeah. Pretty good forecast. We made it through today.
Well, happy and safe travels.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Hoping your news is good news.
Happy holidays.